A very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Today's video is going to be about the tips and techniques for the OET writing. So by following these tricks and tips, a lot of my students have scored their desired score in the first chance. So let's see what are the tips and techniques that we require. So let's take a look. So the first is take the time to understand the situation and the requirements of the task, which means that now depending on what the task is asking you to do, are they asking you to write a referral letter or discharge letter or a letter of advice or management? That is something that we need to be very clear about, right? So that's the first thing. Second is always keep in mind the reason for writing, which means why you're writing and who you're writing for. If we don't have clarity on who you're writing for and what is the reason behind us writing, then of course you will not be able to achieve the task what is required, right? So that can be a major blunder which has to be detected in the starting itself. Second, the third one is that you need to write between 180 to 200 words and avoid copying parts of the question of the notes. It is a very detrimental habit if you try to copy the text straight away the way it is from the question notes to your answer, because it's clearly mentioned that do not use any note format that I'm sure you know about. Fourth is that use your own words as much as possible. Don't simply copy sections from the case notes, which means that you need to paraphrase whatever has been mentioned. Try to use some active voice to passive voice and try to paraphrase, which means that put the same sentences in your own words. Fifth, show awareness of your audience by choosing appropriate words and phrases. So if you're writing to another, to another profession, you may use technical terms and possible abbreviations. If you're writing to a parent or a group of lay people, use non-technical terms and explain carefully. So most probably you're going to be always getting the first one. Next is that we need to be clear what the most relevant issues for the reader are. For example, we need to be very clear that what is the issue which is most important. What it means that there might be 2-3 issues that need to be addressed, but we need to be very clear which is the most relevant according to the reader. I mean, if it's a physiotherapist or is a gynecologist or psychologist, optometrician, whoever the person is, it needs to be relevant to his specialty. So keeping that in mind, we need to keep our wordings very clear. Next is don't include information that is intended that the intended reader clearly knows already. For example, if you're replying to a colleague who has referred a patient to you, don't include so much supporting details. Again, so in case the person who we're writing the letter to, if they already know this person, if they're already aware of it, we don't need to write any social details. Social details are mentioned only in case wherein the reader who you're writing the letter to does not know this individual. Next, we organize the information clearly. That is the sequence of the information, which means that in case it is a discharge letter, you're going to be starting with, of course, an introduction. I'm talking about the actual text of the letter, followed by your starting from the day the person had visited. So the detailed history, the medical history will be in one paragraph. It can be followed up by the social history. Next, you can put the current condition, what exactly you're doing to treat his condition. Next, which also means nursing management, right? So nursing management should be in one paragraph. Social history and the medical history can be included, can be attached in one paragraph, right? And the same way, the current condition has to be in one paragraph, which means that you should not jumble up the sentences. They should be clubbed together and they should be put in a particular sequence which is easy for the reader to understand. And use paragraphs where appropriate. Remember, each area would have its own paragraph, as I just mentioned. So these are some of the points. This is the part 1 of the tips and techniques. I'm going to make another video about that. If you need specialized coaching or if you need special attention, especially with writing or a particular part, you can definitely contact me. I already have batches going on online. which is helping a lot of students to improve their level. So with that, we can understand that where exactly we're lacking, and we can work towards improving your scores. If you have any questions and comments, surely please feel free to put them down below. Hit like, subscribe and share, and see you in the next video with the part 2 of the tips and techniques. Take care. Bye.